storytelling, right?
Live streaming is on.
I don't know. All of the session, or I guess I don't know. It's just like something that's applicable to public storytelling. Either way, we need to focus not on public storytelling and on sensei and actual public interaction on social media.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Anyways, I mean, at least we should link the YouTube videos on the public storytelling or not. Like we link the Twitter videos and stuff.
I just don't know. I mean, I feel like it really just depends on what the video is. Otherwise, it's just like the notes, right?
Yeah, but since the video is on a public platform, I don't know. I was just wondering if we should do that or not.
I mean, I don't see how it changes anything. Like that we're following policy, I mean, the only difference is that we're actually following policy as opposed to not following policy in terms of doing the recording.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely. I mean we're kind of following policy, but the recording it's it cuts at 1 hour or something.
Well, I know. Then we do policy tracking. So we're supposed to be taking a break, and then we're going to take a break, come back.
Yeah. Sorry, there was a play.
But yeah, we just reset the stream after each 30-minute break, or after each 30 minutes. Take a break for 5 minutes, and then turn off the stream, and then restart it.
Yeah, like we said, yeah, should do that. So it's also segmented as well already. A little bit.
No, not really, but it would be, let's call it semi-segments.
Yeah, semi. All right. So let's get into the focus. The focus is SVG setup, right? As usual. SVG setup launch.
The website.
I mean, for me, the most important topic is the social media plan. Also, social media policy as well. I mean, it's linked to the plan, but it could be a separate topic.
Dami images kami. Where is it?
Also, we still need to finish fixing the partnership sponsorship proposal for SDG. We have math now as well.
I think the overall number one priority for launching in February would be our workflow and commitment and scheduling, etc. Goals, timeline.
Yeah, sure. As well.
I feel like at this point, in my understanding, we are kind of just scheduling once a week, and it's just not really moving forward at any sort of significant level. Plus, we have other issues going on, which I think is really important to acknowledge that are intertwined, which is the budget situation, including with Stacy and the nonprofit budget, CCC.
Yes.
So the more and more we move forward, the more and more like those both of these things, SPG and CCC, are really one and the same.
Yes, of course, because we need to free up the non-profit funds. Otherwise, it's going to be very problematic to the budget.
I feel like the sponsorship proposal is definitely good, but I don't know if it's necessarily a priority.
Yeah,
What do
not
you think,
really.
Joyce?
I think the priority for this session, I'm thinking to move forward to the website, complete it and all. Then
Oh, I
so
know
the
one thing
following.
that I want to prioritize with that website is that the profiles and pictures policy. I feel like that is important.
Profiles. And what else? Stacy.
Yeah, we have a lot of topics. Let's just try to prioritize here. I mean, when I said social media plan, I meant the multimedia plan, right? I mean, social media is part of the general multimedia plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a very big topic that's missing for that we need to address for the launch.
okay. So what if we spent some time on the workflow and commitment, and then some time on the multimedia plan to start? And then do like a view up or something?
Guys, there is a lot of background noise coming from you. I don't know what's going on.
Background noise?
Background noise, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe my children. Okay.
Also,
Now, okay now?
I'm seeing that Moth is here. So
Oh,
we need to split.
Okay.
Moth, are you there?
whose log is that?
Hello, Moth.
Maybe.
Moth, can you hear us? Moth.
Maybe something wrong with his
Yes, his connection seems.
internet.
Yeah, we cannot hear you, Moth. I don't know. I mean, your connection seems good, but maybe your microphone or something.
Can you send him a message on Discord?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, he's writing here in the chat in Jitsi. He's checking.
And they did
Let me
see.
check because Moth, since you can hear us, this is a body team session, so it's three participants maximum. So if we're four, we
So I'm gonna go jump on this. I made another one for FQN. So I'll just put that in the chat window here as well. And I'll meet someone there.
okay. Okay, so Jay jumped on a new
On a new one.
yeah. So you wanna jump with Jay, Joyce, while I talk to Moth here?
Okay. Wait. Where is the link?
He sent the link in the chat here. You can see the link.
Okay. Chat here. Chat here. Chat here. Where is the chat here?
Now we lost
Okay.
Moth.
Okay. Okay.
I think I don't know what happened with Moth.
Oh Lord.
Where did Moth go?
So we tell Jay to come back.
No. Wait, let me
No.
see what's going on. Moth.
Notes. 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 Okay. So. Shall I go to Jay or what?
On which conference room?
That one.
Yeah, you can go there. I see what's going on.
She doesn't have a priority. Moth is not. So. So maybe Jay will come back here.
Okay, Jay's going good.
Jay will come back.
All right, so we're organizing for Joyce to jump on the new conference room, and I want to see with Moth, but then he just left. So I don't know if he left because he's coming back now. So I'm gonna
Coming
tell him
back. Okay.
to jump on the other. Wait, on the other.
Jump on Jay so he can tell him that, maybe.
Jump.
Is Jay here? Yeah, we are three.
Yeah. So let's see if jump.
But anyways, like when we're doing work, nobody jumps on the session, right?
Right.
That's the whole problem. Like, you don't just tell them to jump on, right? If someone jumps on, then we have to separate, right? That's the policy.
Yeah, exactly.
But no one should be randomly jumping on without work. This is a work buddy team session. It's not a randomly jump on for no reason session.
Yeah, so maybe you can meet Moth on the other link and see with him what he wants to do. I'm okay. We can split to do work, but let's get organized.
Yeah, again, it's like if Moth is assigned to do work on SVG, that's fine. But if he doesn't have any work to do, you know, it just doesn't make sense for him to be here, right? He wasn't scheduled to be here, was he?
I don't think so.
So it's really important that we follow our policies and that we, you know, have some organization if we have any chance
Yeah,
of
but yeah,
launching.
the problem is that Joyce sent a reminder to ask for sponsors to Mod and Mamoon,
No,
and
So,
I did not.
but
I didn't
nobody answered.
say.
They
Oh
didn't.
yeah.
They didn't answer, right? Yeah, he was scheduled anyways because on time Mod. Here I can see on time Mod.
Yeah, they responded.
scheduled to
They
do
respond.
what? It's not like this. This is a work session. So if you want to join the session and do work, that's fine. But then they need work to do, right? Like, so you invite anybody who has SVG work to do to work on SVG. This is a SVG work session, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have work to do for SVG, this is not a training session and spend an hour and a half, you know, organizing Moth and doing onboarding. That's not what this is. If he doesn't have any work to do, this is not the right session for him. And if he wants to work on SVG, that's fine. He needs to prioritize that, you know.
Right.
Again, if all we do is basically cater to, you know, new recruits' needs endlessly, we'll spend another 20 hours on Stacy this week and another 10 hours on Moth, and we'll get absolutely no work done. Right? That's what that would mean. Which is, if that's what we want to do, we can. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god. My password is wrong. Oh my god. What's your password? What's your password? What's your password?
All right, so we've got 10 minutes before our next break, or really 5 minutes before the next 5 to 10 minutes before the next break.
Yeah, let's
So
get
do you
the
want to
get
finalize
the topics.
our topic and actually get started on something? Maybe we should just choose one. Do you guys want to work on the multimedia plan, or do you want to work on the workflow and commitment and scheduling and goals timeline?
No, I think that what you suggested is great. Let's focus first on the workflow, which is important for everything, and then we can start with the multimedia plan, and then maybe we can do a view up depending on the multimedia plan how it goes.
All right, so you want to do a view up after this?
No, after the multimedia plan.
Or so you want to work on the multimedia plan as well?
Yes, for sure. These two topics I would already include them, and then we can do a view up and choose another topic.
Great. Sounds good. So, Joyce, what do you think?
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
okay. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Workflow. Yeah, this will be enough.
All right. Any objections on the topics?
No objection. And anymore. Oh, Mamun went to the other link.
Okay. So, shall we start?
Well, we needed to work on Mamoon, so are we gonna split up and have someone
Mhm.
go work with Mamoon?
Okay.
Oh, Mamoon's here as well.
Shall I go with Mamon?
Yeah, that's fine. But what is he working on? Like, do you guys gonna work on the website or what?
Yeah,
Is
we
the
will work. We will work on the website. The service is not yet complete, also, and the
okay?
team,
Try to
maybe
get
the
some
team.
public domain images and get them,
Yeah,
edited to the right
yeah.
format. I believe you can actually edit the size um,
Of the
or
yes,
even
it's very big.
scale in WordPress, but otherwise you just need to try to find the keep everything the same size. You can see the front page I did. I made everything exactly the same size so that it fits correctly.
Okay. Okay, I will go to Mamun.
Okay.
Where is it now? Wait, just a minute. Okay. Bye. See you later.
See you
Oh
later.
yeah, we'll check in very soon.
All right. All right. Now, also the background noise is gone. It was very strong. All right. So let's start on topic one. Jay, I don't have any objections on the topic.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So topic one, workflow. So workflow, you mean work organizing or?
So for the workflow, it is for example, we need to have clear policies on multi-buddy team work sessions, right? So
Right.
we haven't done much of that in the past, but obviously if we're going to have a lot, more than one buddy team, we have to understand how that works. And the most important thing is just making sure that any buddy team that starts, that they're coordinating and communicating and have clear responsibility. And at the very beginning, like if you don't do that, you just end up with a bunch of buddy teams that are doing literally nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's an example of workflow. For the commit, and then from there, obviously we need a timeline. What are our goals in terms of getting the work done? And for me, the biggest issue with all of this is there's two things. One is that scheduling 1 day a week, scheduling 1 day per week to do SVG work is never going to get us launched in February. Period. Right.
Right.
And then in terms of the more complicated situation is we have complicated situations going on regarding CCC, recruitment and other priorities taking away from SVG. So as long as there's these other priorities going on, and I did talk to Mel about, we could just postpone SVG and get focused on CCC and just get that done. I mean, that's a lot easier than SVG, and then come back to SVG again. But anyways, and then the last one is like having clear, uh, you know, that has to do with the fact that basically a lot of things have changed since we've gone through commitment levels, especially in regards to our budget and people getting paid less and all of that.
Yes. Yes.
And in terms of the relationship with CCC and SVG, we have to consider this nonprofit budget. And, one of the ideas, if we did decide to pay Stacy and no one was willing to agree to pay her within the for-profit budget, because there's major budget cuts, that maybe we could pay her within the nonprofit budget, and then also increase your pay too in the nonprofit budget. But the biggest issue there is that we couldn't pay me and Mel because we don't have the board set up yet. So, there is also the option of doing like a temporary proposal for Stacy, but again, it's just like paying someone without the budget, and getting the budget with me and the board set up for the CCC, for the new board. So anyways, those are just all the things that we should consider, because I do feel like having our monetary situation a little bit more stable would obviously help the launch,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we need to try to prioritize better the setting up CCC with the board. From what I understood, the board is kind of already defined, right? With you, Mel, and these two other volunteers or investors, as you said.
No, we don't have anybody else on the board. So it's like the board process is that ideally the board would be appointed by the membership, but the bottom line is that the plan is to do a board recruitment and post for a few days, see if there's any interest from the public, and get people involved.
Yeah, we need to do the recruitment. Yeah, so we have. Yeah, I mean, from what I understood, I mean, to use the funds for the nonprofit, we need to have the board set up, or not really.
Yeah. Well, we have a board. It's me and Mel, right? So me and Mel and Heather. So the current board with me and Mel and Heather can vote to pay like Stacy or whatever. So it'd be hard to pay me and Mel with the current
without the board, the
board,
the final, without finalizing the board,
without the recruitment to get new board
without
members.
the recruitment.
So the whole idea of not spending money in the nonprofit is simply a matter of not getting the board set up, right? For paying me and or Mel, right? But we can pay Stacy. We could even pay you, because if me and Mel and Heather voted to pay Stacy, it's like she's not on the board, so it doesn't matter, right? But the problem with that is that then we would basically be like paying Stacy and not paying me and Mel and or you, and so it's just like, is that really what we want to do, right? But like I'm fine trying to help Stacy out, and she's in a difficult situation, but it's like, we just have to be mindful in terms of our goals, for our workflow and our goals.
Yeah, I mean, we all are in some difficult situations at the moment. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
But we could hire Stacy to help with the CCC board recruitment,
That's true.
And she also said that she could help with grants too, which I think is essentially a really good idea, Anyways, I just feel like when you talk about that we need to prioritize better, I feel like we should take a step back and go into our priorities for SVG. So let's link the priorities, and I think we should set up a tab and get everything scored. So right now we have this launch plan, but the launch plan is not organized based on priority.
No.
So is this updated from our most previous session?
I think so.
How do we know so?
I need to remember, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's updated.
Well,
Yeah,
sure, not for sure, right? So
no, it's updated. It's updated. I'm sure. Yeah, you can check also the
right. So I just want to
the history.
Yeah. I just want to create a new sheet, and we'll call this launch priorities. Okay.
Yeah, we should just copy and paste just from line 21 to 48.
Yes. Well, 22 actually. You don't need line 21.
Yeah.
And then we can add a score. So let's see, view one row. let's put the score on column E, right?
Yeah.
Or we'll call it priority score. All right, so I think the first thing that is clear is we need to have clear, workflow, dynamics, timeline, coordination, goals, all that, right? So basically our workflow right now, we're prioritizing at the very top of the list.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I would say our workflow and coordination is like pretty low, not
Yeah.
good.
Not good.
So need to improve timeline, goals, and workflow. Okay. Clear follow-up workflow for potential clients. So this I don't think is a very high priority because we don't have clients and we don't we don't necessarily need that to launch.
Yeah.
And we also have our contracts, right?
Yeah.
So this
I
is
think that's part. The contracts are
contracts we want. So it's just a matter of creating templates, right?
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Even then, we don't necessarily need that. We could actually do that with the first
With the client, exactly.
All right, approval on 2 of the front page of the website. So I mean, I feel like this is very, very important, top priority, but that it's pretty much done, like 90% completed. Last reviews, etc. So that's something we could actually ask Mamoon and Joyce to do again, right? It's just to double check on the front page. Do you want to send them a message on that?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, agreement on website that it's ready to launch. So obviously we need to agree on the website that it's ready to launch, but it's not a priority right now because there's a lot of work to do still on the website. Link social media to the website. Again, this is just not a high priority because we just need to do our multimedia and social media plan.
On our welcome page, right?
What?
On the welcome page, we want them to give a further detailed check.
Yes, on just the front page, exactly. Well, no, they already did the check. They just to double check. Just double check, triple check. It's just like the final, just kind of go through if there's any other last little details. Because Mamoon did mention something. I can't remember where he put it. I don't know. I got a chance to respond to it. He said something about a gap.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember where he said it. I mean, they should, if they do a final double check now, they should list all the details now.
Right, so I sent that message. Okay, so definitely send a message. All right,
They're
and
using the same notes. They created
schedule more website work and review sessions. So I think this is where we have some issues here is in the scheduling.
Yeah.
Right. So let's put this under workflow because it's not just about scheduling for the website, but it's scheduled for more SVG work and review sessions. So we just really don't have, like right now we're just scheduled once per week and it's like fine, but realistically that'll get us launched in like March or April, right? If we do one session per week and we're not doing any other collaborative work on the launch, it's not getting really, really slow. All right, so this is high priority. Let's put 7.5 maybe.
Yeah.
And then our scheduling is not. Not great. It's not terrible, so we'll give it a 33. So little orange action. Need to schedule more. This would be all of us. Okay. Or is this a topic? That brings us to update pics and language throughout the website, and this is the 2-over. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Is the 2-over is like a top priority.
Right. Yeah.
Attempt to get the CPA partner and the legal partner. So again, these are important, and we haven't really finalized with that yet.
Okay.
Professional branders. So this is not a high priority because it doesn't necessarily have to happen before the launch.
Yeah.
Donation link for the scholarship program. We started with that. I think that's kind of part of the 2-over.
Okay.
We got rid of the site origin, so that's done. I think maybe we just delete it. I don't know. It's kind of nice having all the things that are green so that we can see what we completed, but at the same time, it's just kind of in the way. We'll just put it as a 1,
Okay.
right? Consider a disclaimer. I think I did add this at the bottom, so we added copyright, social value group. So I don't know. I don't know if this is done or what else do we want to do, but we can I think it's fine for now.
Okay.
And it's certainly not essential to launch. CCPA ready, WordPress plugin. I mean, again, this is not legal. I don't think it's a priority for launch. It relates to the website, but it's just not necessarily a priority. I'm certainly
It's
not.
cool. I just saw it. It's cool what you did.
What?
It's cool what you did for the disclaimer there.
Yeah.
For the moment. Yeah.
Right. So about profiles and updating and adding. I mean, for me, this is discussing the policy issues. For me, this is a top priority.
Yeah. We also need to add the moth.
Well, for me, the issue is not really who we're adding or not adding. For me, it's the policies on how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
And getting agreement on that, because it's really easy to add pictures. The hard part is like feeling like, how are you supposed to update all the pictures? We don't even understand what the plan is to do that. There's no plan. It's like people are just randomly going with what they want, and there's no necessary agreement on it.
Right.
So services needs pics and boxes. Need more pics. So this is what they're working on right now. So the top priority.
Yeah.
Portal needs agreement on what is going to be within the portal. So again, I think this is good. We have a plan for the portal. I think it's moving forward, but it's not necessarily a priority. I mean, we could easily launch without that.
Yeah, that can. Yeah.
Training on the columns. Are we done with this or what?
Well, we never really did it, but yeah, I mean, I understood better how the column worked, but when I was.
Well, how much of a priority is it? Do we just need to get it done today? Do we need to add it to our topics or what?
I don't see it as a top priority. I think the columns are good at the moment. Not really.
Okay, we'll give it a 6.
Yeah.
Agree on multimedia plan and implement. So this is top priority 9.
Yeah.
Setting up agreed upon social media. So that's actually setting it up. So let's put that at 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
An agreement on the advertising plan. So again, I don't think the advertising plan is essential for the launch. I would give it a 4.5. It's like right after launch. This is essential, but it would be good if you could start it before the launch.
I agree with you. Mm-hmm.
Start drafting ads, video segments, and memes. I mean, again, this is right after launch. Identify and name finalization. So this identity and name finalization. So this is obviously a pretty high priority. We're not say prioritizing it now, but maybe keep it at like a 7, 1.25 or something.
Yeah, I need to create for tomorrow a single document with all our identity where we should have a final goal.
I don't think we need to vote on that tomorrow. Right.
Yeah,
so the goal of having a single identity document would be that it can be voted on and approved, but we're just not there yet. I mean, we don't have a finalized logo. We don't have finalized slogans. We don't have finalized a lot of stuff that needs updating. But anyways, we could have clarity on the process. But anyways, it's just like whether it's next week, the week after, it's gonna be fine. Maybe even
Okay.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Logo process. I feel like we have a current logo process, and it's moving forward, and we're making progress on that. You know.
We are.
So it's still a priority, because the logo is a priority. Logo designing, obviously, is we're in the middle of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Making progress on the logo design.
Yeah,
Get agreement on launch logo. So the launch logo, obviously, big priority. It's just not completed yet. And then the CCC and recruitment policies. I think it's CCC recruitment, and I would prioritize, nonprofit budget. You know.
Okay. With the current board.
Everything. I mean, whether it's the current board or not board. I mean, it really
whatever there is.
It's all just like, I mean, I think this is a top priority for the launch because it's just unavoidable. Like, let's give it a 7. And we can also add Stacy to that too.
To the launch plan?
No, to the CCC line 15, CCC and recruitment nonprofit budget.
Okay.
So I added it already. So let's see if there's anything that we're missing. So we go back to our focus and topics. We have Sensei. So Sensei, I don't think we had in here, so let's add that.
Let's add that. Yeah.
So Sensei is pretty low priority. It's not essential before, but it would be good to get a basic rundown and clarity on priorities for this, and at least vocabulary.
That should be a session. We said
a session. Yeah, so schedule a session or topic if we can get to it.
That's part of what the workflow, I guess, or not.
Sensei, yes, it's definitely workflow because it has to do with just everything and how we operate. Sensei segmentation and value. So on this one, we're not in a terrible place on it. Let's just say 45%. We don't need to do a lot for that. It's not a huge priority, but let's have it on the list.
All right.
Okay, next is,
let me see if
Stacy, check. General budget situation, check. For-profit, non-profit budget, check. Website, check. Front page, check. Priority list, check. We're doing that now. Social media plan, check. CPA partner, check. Multimedia plan, check. Multimedia policies. I didn't see multimedia policies. There's also the logo process, and there's the logo policies. So I don't know if we need anything on that either, but let's just, the policies aren't like super high priority, but it's still like,
it's important.
Yeah. We have started the policies for the multimedia, so definitely there we have the most important thing is obviously understanding. So we have understanding on policies, but have not finalized them. So this is also true with logo design. So we have understanding on the policies, but we didn't actually vote on policies. All right, so that brings us to SVG sponsorship proposal.
It's not here. Sponsorship.
It's not there? Okay, so let's add the SVG sponsorship proposal.
Okay.
CCC setup, check. Logo, check. Profiles and picture policies, check. All right, so everything's there now.
Okay, the SVG sponsorship proposal, it's important, but I mean, not super priority at the moment.
But it's definitely a priority for the launch, so it needs to be like a 6 or 7.
6.5. 6.25, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, 6.25.
And this would be.
And that's part of
identity. That would be part of our identity.
All right. This could be a topic. And I mean, I'm working on it. I'll put Alberto for the moment. And I think we are around, there's some changes, 70% maybe.
Yeah, the most important thing is the structure and the methodologies and getting that updated and agreed upon.
Mhm.
Of who's voting and who has power and like the whole model, so that when we're actually launched, we're dealing with clients, we know how decisions are made. All right,
Yeah.
cool. So, anyways, I think this is really helpful to have this organized based on priorities, so that
Yeah, we definitely forgot to score all
we can
this.
keep
Yeah.
the team organized. So,
Yeah.
I think that's it for now. So let's send this over to the team, and then this also can be helpful for Moth and others.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in activity team. Wait, update it.
And then also I'm going to delete this from the launch plan itself. Because it's really it's not part of the launch plan. It's really just
Okay.
it's just like a link from the launch plan. Yeah.
What
So the launch
what?
plan itself will be keep updated on our priorities
So I'm
and
gonna link just the tab. I'm gonna link this tab.
make sure all workers and members know this priority steps, the priority responsibilities. And then we can link that here.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, obviously we could improve the launch priorities a bit by just, I mean, we have 9999, 888, so the top 10 are like almost equal. So you could go through and give more detailed, like, 8.1, 8.2, 8.5,
Mhm.
8.75, 9, 9.5. So anyways, we could go around and like get a little bit more details on the priorities, but
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
we're good to just go on to multi. Actually, no. There's other components of the actual workflow. So that was just one part. Is the goal was to have better understanding about our priorities, and so now we have better understanding on our priorities. Check, but we still need to address the fact that we need our timeline updated. We need clarity on commitment and scheduling.
Yeah.
Better schedule. I think that's everything. So in terms of the commitment, the reason why I think the commitment is important is because without the commitment, it's harder to be able to schedule. It's like, how do I know how often I'm supposed to tell people to schedule if we don't even know what their commitment is, right? It's like, how do you do actual scheduling without, like, if everybody's like, look, I can, based on the budget and like, I'm not making as much money and everything, like I can really only commit to like 5 hours a week, right? And if everyone's committing to 5 hours a week, one work session per week is fine. And then we just do our one work session per week, and we have to accept the fact that this is going to take 2 months, right? And then we launch in April.
Correct.
Right? So the commitment decides the scheduling, which decides our timeline.
Okay.
Right? So for me, the first step is getting clear on the commitment.
And that's
After
part of the tactical ops, right?
then we can set the schedule. How often do people need to be scheduling? And then from there, we can get our timeline updated based on like actual commitments, actual scheduling, and actual work being completed. Because what I'm definitely not seeing is I'm not seeing people on Discord, 3 or 4 times a day being like, we need a schedule for this. We need to work on that. We need to double check on this. And, there's very little going on as far as the SVG launch.
It's true.
So you want to work on the commitment again real quick or see where we're at with that?
Yeah, I mean, commitments are part of the tactical ops.
Yeah, but it's not
To
happening.
have
So
them clear.
do
Yeah.
it. You know,
Right, so-
like no one's working on tactical ops. Tactical ops is not happening. In the future, it might, and we can try to change Joyce on it and stuff like that. But we can just do the commitment.
Yeah, you can do
Get
that.
that out of the way and then move on. You know. So for me, the commitment is really right. You've got the worker, and then you have like you could say estimated hours, right? Committed hours.
You see that on
So
their
you
on
have
on
your
the worker
budget,
main doc.
budgeted hours, estimated hours, and then like verified hours. So this would be estimated verified commitment. So we can estimate each worker's commitment if we want to. Also, where are Joyce and Moth? Oh no, Joyce and Mamoon working in terms of notes.
Mamoon and
Joyce.
so we have Joyce. They're working on these notes.
Where?
They're creating a tab here.
Oh, here we go.
Mamoon.
Oh, here it's that one. Right,
Okay, we have Jay, Joyce, Mamoon, Alberto, Atte, Moth. Right, that's it, right, for the moment. So budgeted hours, we see that in the budget, of course, right? So,
I guess technically there's one other one, which is time budget, right? Hours. So you have POP budgeted hours, time budget hours. You got estimated commitment and verified commitment.
Okay, so let me get the POP budgeted hours. So I'm taking the budget, last budget. Right, so POP budgeted hours are for J 11, for Mamoon 10, Alberto 15, Ate 15, Joyce 18, and Moth.
Wait, can you say it again so I can add it?
Yeah, so J 11.
Wait, is this time budget or
no,
actual?
no, this is the POP.
Okay.
POP, yeah. So 11 J, then we have Mamoon 10, Alberto 15, Ate 15, Joyce 18, and I need to check the POP for Moth real quick.
Are there any differences in the time budget?
Yeah, let me tell you. Let me read you the time budget so you can include them. So the time budget is 10.5 for J, 9 for Mamoon, 15 for Alberto, 7.5 for Ate, and 15 for Joyce. This was time budget.
Cool. Right, so you're doing Moth.
Yeah, Moth is 14. The POP 14. And time budget, I mean, he has a few responsibilities now. You can put 6 at the moment, which is the maximum. Or not, yeah, 6 or 7.5.
What is it?
Yeah, we don't really have a time budget for Moth. He's a temporary worker, but we can say it's maybe 7.5 as well. Then the commitment, you can see the commitment from the main doc. So I can check the main docs here. So choice, main doc. Commitment is 15.5, Joyce.
For what?
Joyce.
When?
50.5.
What is that based on?
On the main doc. Yeah.
On the main doc? Is that, I
Yeah.
mean, is that updated recently or?
Yeah. We did it the other day on the onboarding. It was Saturday.
It's like 15, right?
15.5 she committed. Yeah.
Well, no, but it's like 15. 15.5 doesn't mean anything. 15.
Okay. Yeah. So Moth as well. We just did it. Moth main doc. $30 hours per week. Commitment. Moth.
$30 hours?
30. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Moon main doc. I need to get it. All right. Let me see the pops. The pop should have the main doc linked. Yeah, here, Mamoon main doc, it's here. I can't get to Mamoon main doc.
Well, why don't we just ask them, right?
Oh yeah, they're here. Yeah.
So how about Ate? Ate is not here.
Yeah, so let me go into the pop where I can find the link for her main doc. My commitment is 30 hours per week. Mamoon is missing the commitment on the main doc, so we should ask him for sure.
So in terms of your commitment, is this commitment based on new commitment moving forward or your previous commitment?
No, new commitment.
Okay, so I think it's good to like, maybe we can make another column to have like, you know, previous commitment. This would be like, you know, past month or so. So, I mean, in that context, I feel like your commitment couldn't have been more than like what, 15, 20 hours a week, 10, 20?
My commitment, I mean, my commitment on the main doc was 42 before.
It doesn't matter what
30.
commitment was written. What matters is what actually happened, right?
Whatever is happening, the actual work hours. You mean? Also, Ate is missing the commitment.
I guess that could be good. So actual work hours. I think actual work hours could be a helpful indication, you know, of what's kind of going on.
All right. So I couldn't get estimated commitment is okay. So I couldn't get Ates and
Yes,
and
but I
Mamun.
mean, as far as Ateg is going, I mean, she's working minimal hours, like 3 hours a week, and her estimated commitment would be very low because she's on maternity leave. Like I would say 5 hours maximum, you know.
Yeah.
So
Mamun.
I would say 0 to 1 hour for her.
Yeah. Mamun.
So
Actually.
let's do you real quick.
Yeah.
Can we do you?
Yeah.
All right. So estimated commitment 30. I don't know what your actual hours were or whatever, but you said the verified commitment is 30, right? You said 30 hours?
What is the verified commitment?
Well,
The
that we
one from
talked
the main.
like
The
we
one
haven't
from the main doc.
verified Joyce's commitment.